Right now at 5, Cyclospora is still spreading across the country. We'll break down the facts and the myths. And primaries are just around the corner. What you need to know before casting your vote.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ken Kozarowski. It is an alert day as our First Warn team has been tracking some potentially severe thunderstorms. I was just on the app before the show, Greg, and it looked like a lot of those systems pushed far to our south.
Yeah, we got two areas of concern, but it has decreased given what's been going on with the activity right now. So really the alert day, what you'll keep an eye on, is along and east of I-94 this evening with the cold front coming through. And I'll show you why really areas south of I-90 are pretty much, at least severe-wise, done with that activity. Now, right now, currently, it's still quite a bit of some clouds out there, still fairly muggy. You see the heat and sea values still up to 96 or 93, Winona, Eau Claire, respectively. So we still got the muggy air mass, but there's your watches. We used to have a tornado watch up to about I-90, but the activity that pushed through 2 to 3 pretty much has killed that. So now we just have that further to the south. We have more activity because there's a good jet stream and the cold front coming through to the northeast. That activity we'll have to keep an eye on. If we look at radar, there it is, really the cold front, warm front, kind of poorly drawn in my case. But as you look at the red area, that's the anvil from all the thunderstorm to the south. As you can see, that has stabled the atmosphere overhead, so that has kept us fairly good. Now, we do have some activity along the cold front, and this is what we'll have to keep an eye on. Activity now to the northeast of Eau Claire. I doubt it'll get far west to Eau Claire, but we'll have to keep this on. As we go further south, all the activity, that storms that we had earlier, is pushed to the south, and we're going to be fairly stable in this area pretty much maybe all night long. If you track it out, keep an eye east of I-94. We have some storms that could really tail along that area. As of right now, we'll have to keep an eye to see if they're strong. Otherwise, other areas may still see a storm or two, but not expecting severe. So that's what's going forward. Now, the bigger thing after this, it's going to feel like early June, late May for the next couple days. It's a drastic change behind this air mass. So we'll tell you how cool it's going to feel, how low those temperatures might go overnight, and how long this cool type pattern will last a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds very comfortable.
Oh, yes, very much.
Thanks, Greg. Well, Cyclospora cases have spread nationwide, but misinformation about the parasite may be spreading faster. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hein joins us from the newsroom with what's fact and what's fiction. Brooklyn.
Ken, Cyclospora is a foodborne illness that starts with a parasite in the soil. Now, despite popular belief, it cannot spread person to person. One big misconception is the timing. Symptoms like diarrhea or vomiting can take days and even sometimes weeks after you eat the contaminated food. Cyclospora is linked to fresh produce, and the current outbreak has ties to one specific vegetable.
Right now, it looks like it's only shredded lettuce. Very immunosuppressed people and should probably be careful with lettuce currently, maybe avoid lettuce for the next couple weeks till we're sure what the exact source is.
The source of the outbreak was previously thought to be shredded lettuce from Taylor Farms, but the FDA now has stated the initial test was a false positive. Coming up at 6, what the Wisconsin Department of Health Services is saying about outbreaks in the state. Reporting live in the newsroom, Brooklyn Hein, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Brooklyn. The 19-year-old accused of fatally shooting a teen and injuring another in court today. Xavier Barreras is now bound over for trial. He is charged with felony murder and armed robbery. His arraignment is set for August 25th. A Trempealeau County supervisor could face a formal censure tonight after a heated exchange during a county board meeting. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us live in Whitehall with what's being discussed. Jadius.
Yeah, Ken, the county board will decide tonight whether to formally reprimand Supervisor Andy Parrish. The proposed censure comes after a July 8th county board meeting where Parrish told fellow supervisor Scott Leonard to F off during a discussion about flock license plate cameras. If the board approves the censure, Parrish would stay in office, but the censure would become part of the county's official record. And that meeting is set to start at 5:30. Live in Whitehall, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. State legislators meeting with the La Crosse Chamber of Commerce this afternoon, allowing businesses in the private sector to communicate with lawmakers on the issues they're facing. Some of those issues: affordable housing, childcare, and health care.
We have to work in partnership. We have to learn what we can do. And obviously, we need to make sure that we have a tax policy that I will say works for working families. And, that is something that needs to be approached at the federal level.
Lawmakers also told business owners their proposals they plan to pass next year. A rocky race for Wisconsin governor is headlining the upcoming August primary. News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us and breaks down what's on the ballot. Grace.
I did a mic check, so I don't know why. 5 Democrats are still in the race, including Francesca Hong, Mandela Barnes, David Crowley, Joel Brennan, and Kelda Roys. Sarah Rodriguez and Missy Hughes have dropped out of the race, but their names will still be on the ballot. Crowley initially suspended his campaign on July 8th, but re-entered following Rodriguez's departure last week. One political expert says it's unusual to see this kind of volatility weeks before the election.
We're in a pretty chaotic position within this primary election. I do think a lot of voters remain undecided, but candidates are running out of time to make their case to the voters.
The Republican primary remains unchanged with Tom Tiffany and Andy Mansky on the ballot. And Democratic candidate Joel Brennan is holding a town hall in the La Crosse area tonight. The event is at the Campbell Community Center and starts at 7:15. In studio, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. An international peace run made a stop in Viroqua earlier today. It's part of a 4-month journey through all 50 states, marking America's 250th anniversary. Runners from 7 countries carried a peace torch through the town on a 74-mile leg from La Crosse to Richland Center on Highway 14, with Viroqua Mayor Krista Brown joining the run from City Hall to Eckhart Park.
This event has been traveling across the United States to celebrate our 250th anniversary as a country. And the amazing thing about it is that it's about each individual carrying this torch one step at a time and then linking together.
Community members also wrote down their hopes for peace, messages that will be buried in the soil under a new playground being built at Eckhart Park this fall. 2-time archery Paralympian and La Crosse native Leah Coriel making a donation today. She donated 3 shadow boxes from her athletic journey to the La Crosse County Historical Society. The collection includes jerseys, credentials, and bibs from competitions. She says the collection is about more than her achievements.
It's not about me. It's about the La Crosse community that embraced me when I moved back after 28 years. That's the only reason I was successful. This is our win.
Coriel won a gold medal in 2022 at the World Para Archery Championships in Dubai. Still to come, tensions with Iran are on the rise again. The new information the Pentagon is releasing. And a sweet treat to beat the heat. Frozen dessert prices are melting away.
Tomorrow morning, the back-to-school scam hitting Wisconsin. The best day of the week to find big deals at the grocery store, and how long the break from the heat will last when we see you at 5 a.m.
The 4th of July sale at International Furniture is our largest sale of the year. 40% off all in-stock furniture, $200 off Fjord's chairs, all in-stock pictures, lamps, rugs, and accessories up to 50% off. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Your home's first line of defense? Your roof. And here in the Midwest, storms can do serious damage before you even notice.
Or maybe it's just time for an upgrade. Old shingles, clogged gutters, those small issues, they turn into big problems fast.
At Larson Keeney Home Services, we install roofs and gutters you can count on season after season.
And we make it easy. From inspection to installation, we handle everything.
Call Larson Keeney Home Services today
and protect what matters most.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
You don't have to look too far to see living proof of Washington's failures. It's endless money for foreign wars and nothing but increased costs for hardworking families. I grew up on a dairy farm. ran a small business, and wait tables to pay the bills. I fight for people. It's why I refuse corporate cash, and I won't trade any stocks in Congress. We need more working class folks to represent us in D.C. that'll stand up to special interests. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Want a yard that stands out? Menards has the tools to help your home look its best. From mowing and trimming to cleaning and maintaining. Find outdoor power equipment that delivers. Spend less time working and more time relaxing. Get help from a team dedicated to service and quality. Right now, pick up this 40-volt Masterforce string trimmer for a value of $199.97 after rebate. Plus, get an 11% rebate on all outdoor power equipment.
Save big money at Menards. The 4th of July sale at International Furniture is our largest sale of the year. 40% off all in-stock furniture, $200 off Fjord's chairs, all in-stock pictures, lamps, rugs, and accessories up to 50% off. International Furniture, I-90, Exit 2, La Crosse.
Well, breaking news in the so-called Iran ceasefire. The Pentagon has identified 2 of the 3 service members killed in the last few days in the war with Iran. And the U.S. military has also promised to swiftly punish Iran. CBS's Natalie Brand has the latest.
President Trump on social media Monday said every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over. It comes after a 9th straight night of U.S. strikes and a deadly Iranian attack on a U.S. air base in Jordan Friday. The Pentagon has identified the soldiers as First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan of Hawaii and Private Isabella Gonzalez of Texas. Separately, U.S. Central Command said another service member was killed Saturday during the controlled detonation of a downed Iranian drone in Iraq.
We feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
Military analysts say the recent escalation in fighting has centered around the Strait of Hormuz and Iran's continued attacks on shipping vessels.
What is happening militarily really is a battle for control of the Strait of Hormuz, with Iranian retaliation across the region about American efforts occurring there in and around the strait. The administration needs to explain what its strategy is.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. strikes are a result of Iran violating the tentative peace deal, but says Tehran is signaling it still wants to talk.
As long as Iran insists on controlling an international waterway, we're going to have to respond to that. I think we're always open to diplomacy. It has to be real. It has to be a deal that they're willing to live by.
Iran also said on Monday that diplomatic exchanges continue, but so do attacks. Kuwait's military said it's responding to new Iranian missile and drone strikes targeting U.S. allies in the Persian Gulf. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
From military action to that jump at the pump, a gallon of regular in La Crosse, $3.88. It's been over a month since the national average hit the $4 mark. The first was back in March, and as the uncertainty with Iran grows, experts say don't expect a price drop anytime soon.
Volatility is probably going to be the new norm. You know, rarely do we see oil and gasoline prices hold still for, long periods of time. So whether the roller coaster is down or up, we remain buckled in and just kind of uncertain what the next move might be.
According to AAA, California has the highest gas prices at $5.49. Apple Music is raising its subscription prices for the first time since 2022. The individual plan increasing by $1 a month. Family plan will jump to $3. The prices are now in effect. While some prices are up, ice cream prices are down. The average price of a half gallon is now below $6. The reason for the cost drop, a dip in the wholesale prices of butterfat. It can be ice cream's most expensive ingredient. A pair of lottery games have jackpots of more than $500 million. The Powerball is at $544 million. The game's next drawing is tonight. Mega Millions jackpot is at $707 million. That next drawing is tomorrow night. Get those tickets and good luck to you. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, finally, we're going to get some very pleasant, even early June-like conditions here for the next several days. In fact, we may not see 90 all the way until early next week. We'll break it all down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
There are trucks
And then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra. Leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $13,000 total value on this Sierra 1500 Denali.
Is your concrete cracked, stained, or darkening your space? Here at River Valley Floor Shield, we provide a concrete coating that turns that dark and damaged space into a durable, weather-resistant surface that matches your home perfectly. We are looking for limited home orders to take place in our Concrete Blow Up Special, where they will receive 25% off the project and a new space they're proud of. Call today to see if you qualify.
For Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
At Maxwell White, we want you to love your water. Clean and clear water free from bad taste and odors. The water professionals at Maxwell White will test your water and evaluate any existing equipment, providing the best solutions for you and your family. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
Well, late last week, we mentioned about the severe potential Monday. It came in time of two waves, early Monday morning and Monday afternoon. And right now, it looks like we're not going to see much in the afternoon time frame. The current, there's still an opportunity, but it's for a limited area and a limited time right now. The watches pretty much are far to the south or just to the northeast with a cold front that's coming down. A little better jet stream associated with those storms up in northeast Wisconsin, so they got a better way to get to be severe. And that's from the complex that just came through here. It actually is developed into a complex. We have the Anvil shield overhead, really, and this is going to keep us fairly stable. Very high level cirrus from the thunderstorm complex. That's why we're going to be fairly stable. Warm fronts lifted to the northeast. Cold front now is probably a little bit further south than here, but that's where you might see some showers and thunderstorms developing. The idea is how far south and west this line gets as it gets further to the south is a little bit in question. I don't think we'll be severe all the way to La Crosse, but we still might see some thunderstorm activity come through a lot of the areas between about 7, 8, and 9 as it kind of pushes eastward. So that's what we're dealing with right now. There's a few little storms up there right now, non-severe north of Eau Claire. That's kind of where the cold front situated is. Further south, everything is pushed to the south and fairly stable right now going on. If we track this out big time, here's your one cold front coming through. There's another one to the north that'll stay up there, but there's a lot of fresh air, almost early June, end of May-like air that's going to be coming in behind this system. So a refreshing change nevertheless going through. As you look at the average temperatures right now going through, you can see we're supposed to be 86 by the time we go tomorrow. We're not going to be even close to that. We're going to be poor like the early June-like temperatures, and we're talking a lot of mid to upper 70s for the next several days. Now, overall, the humidity level, look at the drop. And we don't see much of a climb, really, until we get to next weekend. And even then, by the time we get to maybe Saturday and Sunday, as basically the jet starts pushing east, we might get some uncomfortable levels, but nothing too unusual. Here's a jet I'm talking about right now that's coming across the area, really igniting a lot of those storms in northeast Wisconsin and driving that cold front through. By the time we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday, it starts shifting off to the east, so that allows our temperatures to probably get back into the 80s, not quite average. Then by Saturday and Sunday this weekend, now we start seeing it come even closer, this ridge to the west, so our temperatures should start coming up. Along with the jet here, we might have a little disturbance come through late in the weekend, so there's an opportunity for some storms going into Monday, but that chance is still fairly low. This is probably when we're going to be the warmest right there as it gets close to us. That's about it. Now for tomorrow's highs, look at these highs. These were lows probably about end of June. We're going to have these as the highs, upper 70s, low 80s. Going into Wednesday morning, we're going to clear skies out, a little bit lighter winds. Look at these low temps. In fact, some upper 40s in some of the colder spots too. So definitely haven't seen these temperatures in a long time. Very refreshing. Going into Wednesday, we're not going to, Wednesday, we're not going to see much of the change, maybe even a few degrees cooler that because we're starting off cooler. So low to mid 70s. Now, combine that with some wind. Tomorrow behind that cold front, we'll have a lot of that low cloud cover coming through at times, but these wind gusts in the afternoon time frame could get 25 to 30 out of the northwest. So it's not going to be a very favorable day to be out in the lake and doing a lot of things as you go further north, given mid 70s and a northwest wind about 15 to 20. These will die off as we go throughout the nighttime, but still going into Wednesday, you're still going to have that northwest wind. Overall, look at the temperatures. We start to climb up a little bit Thursday and Friday. Most areas are in the 80s. We reach about average probably Saturday. We get warm Sunday before another system kind of pushes those temperatures back in the mid 80s. And that rain chance, it's a little iffy too. It's going to be a storm that's going to come through, but they may be just north and east of us. So you can't beat that if you really like early June temperatures.
No, it looks awesome and very clear.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up, a rather unique sport in England just crowned a new champion. Hear from the winner of this year's toe wrestling championship.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Up to 59% off list at the huge anniversary sale at Slumberland. Get this Ashley sectional for just $9.99 and get the Ottoman free. This Sealy mattress just $3.99. Pay no interest for 59 months on qualifying purchases at Slumberland.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly in my heels, I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, hey?
Little field research. Show them what we got. Check this out.
Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
I came to the Board store in 1989 as an employee, became an owner in 2008. When I first started, there was like 3 people. Now we're approaching 80 people. So I've been serving the community for about 36 years with various types of home improvements. We say we're family owned, we're locally owned, we're veteran owned, and we're faith-based. And that's what we built our business on. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
People come in different sizes. That's why Slumberland invented the any size, one low price mattress sale. No matter what size mattress, twin, full, queen, or king, you pay one low price. Get this memory foam mattress for just $99, only at Slumberland.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Join the conversation. Like us on Facebook. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Possibly the most bizarre story of the day, the World Toe Wrestling Championship in Great Britain. Competitors wrestle around on the right foot, another bout on the left, and then return to the right for any potential tiebreaker. The reigning champ actually suffered an upset this year, so here's sound from the new champ.
I didn't really believe it was going to happen because Ben's won 4 times and just goes to show, done it, like, give it a go. And you never know, you might just do it.
Give it a go, you never know. The ladies got in the ring too with Abigail Beach clinching the title belt. Didn't know this was a thing, but always count on Great Britain to come through with something bizarre. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
We're celebrating 50 years of beautiful kitchens, bathrooms, and flooring at Interior Designs. For July only, enjoy anniversary savings like $5 off on every square yard of carpet when you purchase 35 square yards or more. Plus, save 50 cents per square foot on laminate, redwood, or pergola flooring. And don't forget to register to win a $100 Quick Trip gift card each week. Visit Interior Designs website for all the details or stop in. 50 years of style, service, and savings only at Interior Designs.
News 8 and Viterbo University presents Top Notch Teacher, celebrating the educators who go above and beyond. Nominate a teacher who sparks curiosity, shows kindness, or changes a life. Share a short story about what they do. Include their name, school, and grade, and any examples that make them exceptional. Visit news8000.com/topnotchteacher to submit your nomination today. Help us honor the teachers shaping our future.
Ready, set, summer with the Honda Summer Event. Take the summer fun farther with a Honda Hybrid or EV. With impressive fuel efficiency and fun-to-drive performance, Honda has all you need to get summer ready as the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America. Right now, you can get a $309 per month lease or 3.99% APR on a 2026 Accord Sport Hybrid.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
All right, the only really concern we're watching is just an area just northeast of Eau Claire developing along the cold front, some storms. This could now, as it begins to push southeast, hug the I-94 corridor, so some could be strong, but look at the coverage. It's fairly light, and they struggled to really develop in our area. But if you're in that area, keep an eye. It's still storms from about 7 to 9. That'll be something to keep on. Otherwise, you can't beat the forecast. You're like cool in unseasonable conditions. It's going to be beautiful.
Just picture perfect is what it looks like. That's going to do it for us at 5. Hope to see you back at 6.